Welcome everybody to the first cast of the Legion in-house league in this new year 2020. With me is Julian Benter Sport. Welcome as my co-caster.
Hey Bonny. Hey guys.
We're going to be your caster duo for the two games from Flight and Penny against King Dance and Icar. I hope you're enjoying the show. We will try to give our best predictions and our thoughts. For everybody who's not familiar with Benter Sport, he is a top 5 player probably at the moment, and he knows what's going on probably a little bit better than me even at the moment, since I've been not playing that much lately.
Okay, so Legion spells, Savior, Giant Snails, Hero.
One of my favorite spells in there, Giant Snails, is just so much love.
Giant Snails is super strong at the moment, so we are definitely looking at everyone drafting some sort of solution for them, especially 11-12.
Yeah, this is actually still a big threat, but I know that King loves Hero. He's one of those players who really picks those aura spells that often, like Hero, Vampire. He's really in love with those.
Yeah.
So maybe he's gonna.
It is strong. Yeah.
It is for sure, but it's like more of a scaling spell, and I kind of like the pressure immediately, and then the Giant Snail pressure is just so huge later as well.
Okay. Oh. So Flight is going for an egg.
Yeah, obviously he's protecting with a PB on level 2, and then his choice will be to go egg into Pyro APS, I would assume.
Yeah. King Dance did his special reroll on wave 1 already.
Yeah, he's always going for the roll and then picking the reroll right after to find the best solution for the whole game. And his comp is such a late game powerhouse. Just look at it. Oh my gosh. Drag this after wave 14 and they're gonna go home with a win. That's for sure. And I actually do like Penny's roll. Like, it's a 50-50 for me. He has only one damage source with the Sea Serpents. And a lot of tanks right there.
But I don't like the Great Boar Serpent.
Yeah, totally not. This is totally no synergy. Exactly. Yeah. I think overall, I might favor Flight's roll the most because it's kind of the best from early to late. But on top,
it is the best roll.
King just has the best scaling.
King has the best scaling, and he's super lucky that he's getting from an egg with a nightmare roll that is... He's not that good on 3, but that's completely irrelevant now.
If he would be Ashton, he would have 7 workers on 3 for sure.
Yeah, I think he's gonna stay 5 probably with his roll.
Yeah, I think so. But he was the only one to send as well, so he is having some extra income. Staying on... he's actually one of those never going for the reroll, so he's already starting with a 9 income right away.
Yeah.
So...
It's really strong.
This is really strong, and I think the choice of Flight will be to not protect his Exec unless he tested out some strategies to do so.
No, he shouldn't. He shouldn't protect it. Because the Zerker clears so slowly that if Eagle really wants to push hard for 5 workers, he can't even send 8.
Absolutely, and we already see King going for the 5 workers because he knows he's not going to get a lot.
Yeah, that's a freehold with 5 workers, with what he has.
Exactly. Just going for the Sacred Steed, and then this is a hold for him. No problem at all. So we're gonna have Flight with the egg now. I think it was absolutely the right decision. But he has no pierce damage. Like APS, okay, APS is actually dealing some damage right now after some interesting changes, I would say.
Yeah, PV is also pierce, and if he really needs pierce damage, he can always boost the veteran, which is pretty good. So.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing I don't really agree with is the Brute Send against the Exec. I think in this situation, he's having PVs. There's not that much you can do to hold with PVs unless you have like the perfect setup, which is a little bit RNG based, or if you have, for example, an Infiltrator on top. So I would have actually liked to just send Dragon Turtle Snail.
Yeah, but on the other hand, he's probably confident that King Dance will carry him, so he's just saying, I definitely want to kill this egg, and king will carry me no problem, so
Absolutely.
I might as well just invest a bit of gold.
And if you're having a look at the workers, King Dans is already trying to carry with the 2 worker lead over Flight already.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the one holding, getting some league gold on top. That's just juicy for him.
Wave 5 will be a bit difficult for Flight and Penny if they keep pushing workers.
Absolutely, but it can be the same for like Iker and King. Iker looks like he's doing the butcher between the shroom and the berserker, which will mean the berserker is going to tank quite a lot on wave 5. And if he's unlucky with like splitting a dino over to the berserker, this can go really bad for him.
Well, he's getting a send here, so he's gonna leak here and be fine on 5.
Oh my gosh, he's just getting the send here, leaking some, and now Flight and Penny, as you just said, they're gonna have a huge problem on 5 with this time King has on, and Iker as well on 7 workers. Oh my god.
Yeah, they will just leak to the king pretty big, I think, on 5.
Oh yeah. This is the best thing is Iker just has the chance to skip the butcher and go for the Oathbreaker, which is huge tank value on the wave to come on wave 5, and he can still go do the butcher on wave 6 to defend himself there, but he can push on top. This is really a nice thing for him.
Yeah, and Flight takes ages to clear this wave, so...
Absolutely. Look at this. We already have 188 Mythium. This is going to be like 100 and 120 and a 100 cent coming on the upcoming wave. This is not fun.
That's not healthy.
No, absolutely not. And this with a broken egg, which is some, fake value, you can almost say. Often you overestimate yourself with an early egg sack. At least I do quite often.
Yeah. And he has no good units for 5. No magic damage, not a good
absolutely.
tank.
Oh.
Except for the egg.
Anyways, even going for the flower just to hold himself here, but all the other units, I think the Atom is going to tank too much. He now is protecting with a Proton. My game's a little bit laggy. Is that the same for you?
No, it's fine for me.
Always at the start of the round. But let's see how they're doing. At least.
Oh no.
Yeah, Penny. Oh, no. As I said, the Atom is getting too much focus right there. He tried to protect it with the Proton, I think. No, wait. The Atom is the big one, right? Yeah, exactly. He tried to protect it with the Proton. It worked quite well, actually, but the send was absolutely not perfect.
Crazy strong.
Yeah, but the send was really bad against this, to be fair. So the flower was a perfect counter to the send on top. I kind of
Flight is actually holding.
Yeah, they both are, but look at the value. Like, at what cost? They're both over 500 value. Iker now 9 workers. Like, how do you counter this?
Yeah, and Flight has no solution for 7.
Absolutely
except boosting PVs and losing even more gold.
So. Iker is not looking that good on 7 as well. He has Canopy, but send this 3 brutes and, well, all it is pie, right? Oh my god, that was so bad.
Oh, King is actually not playing greedy for 6 because he's anti-hardened. Yes. Holy crap.
I think he did this because he saw Iker going 9 workers, and Iker probably was like, oh shit, because I would be with 90 gold left, nothing to build. So the resends are coming. This is like the critical point. It's only 40 so far, is it? Yeah, there's only 40, but it's still very hard for them. But just imagine. Think of a pro league for them now. Iker having 9 workers. Look at the Mythium he already has, and think about how bad they are on next wave.
Yeah. And King will legit just full push here. He's not gonna build anything for next wave.
No, he doesn't need to. He even has a de-hardened Mudman right now, so he can even harden it next one.
Yes,
and the pro league is probably coming from Iker, as it looks like.
Yeah.
King is perfectly holding. Maybe he's pro leaguing as well.
Yeah, the double pro league.
Yeah, it would only need one, but like they were not sure who's going to do the better pro league. But now we know it's absolutely King, man. If that's not a pro league, I don't know what else you want to name this. Here the pro leagues emojis are coming out.
Yeah.
And 9 and 10 workers. This is a 3-worker lead without any major mistakes so far from anybody. Just by pure push. Oh my god, Iker is still saving.
Is he going for... I think he's going for the Ghost Knight on 8, is he?
Probably. And I just read in the chat, sorry. Yeah, I did a mistake. I did not set up the delay right. Gonna do this real quick. You can go on commentating.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Penny is getting 2 brutes, but King didn't send fully. So this is what we call a classic bait send of 2 brutes.
Absolutely.
Let's see how he's doing. He's not great on 7, but sending brutes into your Zora walk and Serpent is also not great. I think King expected a bunk or something, because this send doesn't look too good. So,
but look at Iker now having the full Ghost Knight within income. For a little bit of a league cost in the waves before, but look at this. This could be another pro league even. Oh no, not even. He's just slow holding this hardcore. This will be so much fun for them on wave 8. Oh my god.
He has 590 value for wave 7.
Oh my gosh. And he's just holding the resend. Oh no, there was no send. But still, he's holding the send. The prediction of not getting a send here is just so huge, and he got away with it. Wow.
And now he has a fire elemental, so he's not gonna full league this wave. I mean, he will league, but it's not gonna be too bad, I think.
All right, everybody, the delay is perfect again. Sorry for the ones I spoiled it a little bit with the overlay.
Okay.
Now we're having
Flight is getting the Ghost Knight, right? He's gonna kill it.
It's pretty close, but he's gonna get it, yes. But the good thing is Penny's holding.
Yeah.
So this is not as bad for them as possible.
And Iker is actually leaking pretty big himself. Yeah.
King has to really carry this now, as you already said. So the Starve did not go as expected. It is okay if Iker would not be that far behind in value. So Flight, if you compare it, like Flight has around 200 more value, but 2 less worker. And workers are 50 gold, so he's basically still 100 gold up. And after not getting a lot of King here in exchange.
It is the egg value as well. That is sort of giving him 50 or 70 free value.
Yeah. Okay, so, but he's still a little bit ahead, I would say.
No, he is ahead. Yeah.
And they're even a little bit down in the King HP. So they're a little bit behind right now from what we see. But we still have to keep in mind, King Dance has the scaling role, added the scaling role. So the later the game goes, the better he will be in game, and the harder he will hit his opponents.
And King is also a master of late game decision making.
Absolutely. So do you want to explain why King's role is that heavy?
I mean, he has the solution for everything. He has tanks, he has magic damage, he has pierce damage. I mean, what more do you want?
I think you didn't even mention yet what I mean. He has Starcaller Hades with Pegasus.
Yeah, that is
this
really
is just a comp. If you give it a little bit of time with his tanks, his Mudmans, he will have spawned that many imps. You will have no chance clearing it with a Centaur, you have no chance with a Witch, you have no chance with any unit, unless it's like 3,000 of them. So this is going to be a really hard scaling comp for him.
Yeah, and new Hades does get mana for killing, or more mana for killing stuff of the wave, so Giant Snails isn't even a good spell versus King.
Absolutely.
So
Well, it kind of is because you don't get the bonus of Giant Snail anymore. So it kind of is because you're sending big tanks for the wave. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But still, Giant Snail is better on other targets where you have a lot of single target damage and not a lot of spam going on.
yeah,
But he still have the 2 nightmares, which absolutely count as huge single target damage.
that is true.
But everybody is saving here. They all know, they're all aware of the Giant Snails being such a powerhouse after 10, and I think all of them want to use it.
Oh yeah.
And as we mentioned before, one thing oh no,
Nope.
look at the send.
The income gaming.
No, the thing is, he's just going for Pyros now, and he's sending a lot of small stuff into it. I think he could have just sent a Centaur, for example. Or even a Ghost Hunt into those Zeus's might have still been good.
Yeah.
But it is absolutely better than 4 Fiends, for sure. I think what he
Yeah.
wanted to do is go for like some tanks pre-income and then go for Giant Snails after. It's exactly how King does it. Just get this big tank going on, rolling into the enemies and having a
Yeah.
huge impact on the wave. But now, as we thought, everybody's sending on 11. Giant Snails coming out for King and Iker. I could actually think of King Dance going for the hero for his
Yeah.
Hades. And Iker maybe even going for the heal. Because wait. Flight is doing Zeus?
Yeah, Flight is for some reason going for the Zeus. Maybe
Okay, so
because he has a wave split already.
they're both going for the Savior. What the hell is going on in this game? Kingdom's not using. They're really afraid they're gonna die here, right? Look at this,
Yeah.
a double Harden. Kingdoms is so strong on this wave. He's having 2 Pegasus, 1 Sacred Seed, and an LOT. Getting a
Yeah,
small...
but he's also getting a 300 cent with
Oh
Giant
my
Snails. So
gosh. Just imagine he's taking the hero for his nightmares and his Hades. He's not able to die after wave 15. Or after wave 14, actually.
yeah,
If he just took hero, he would have had the game in his hands and he would have snowballed it down and he would have won for sure.
yeah. I think he did it because he knows he needs to cover
Absolutely.
Iker,
I mean,
and Penny and Flight are just dying.
you think 5 Drakes are enough, or do we need some more Drakes to cover Iker?
I think
And
for
this is-
Iker you can't have enough Drakes to cover him.
This is really
I
looking
mean-
threatening. Is this already over? We're having Lightning Hammer, so there's a small chance they're living
This
at like
might
1
be-
HP. But the sends were
This is
huge.
very close.
And even though Iker was sending the 2 Fiends, this is just over. Oh my
Yep.
gosh.
This is just over.
They didn't even take the offensive spells. So well played by them. But I have to say, those Zeus are a huge misplay. Just go for
Yeah.
the Pyro. They're so much better with an Exec. Because they're
Yeah,
doing a lot of damage.
And Penny just had a lot of dead value for 11. Like
Absolutely.
Flower is dead, Yozora is pretty dead, the Coiler is useless. The
Absolutely.
Atoms, the Sand Badger is bad, and the Boars are only good if you have something dealing damage. And
King
especially Siege Ram is perfect.
King absolutely played it out so well. I think he never leaked. Oh, he did this Pro League on wave 6, which is no
Yeah.
league because it's a Pro League, obviously. But on top, he was just playing it safe, smashing those worker buttons, having so much power to push in the early game just because he's getting sends from an exec. And this is really a thing a high elo player can do just for free if he's getting a send from a slow working start.
Yeah, and Iker decided to starve Flight, so King
Yeah, exactly.
could push even harder. That is what you will see in high elo games when those guys play together and one is going for a hard stuff, the other one will push very, very hard.
Absolutely.
And especially King Dance is a god at pushing hard and cutting corners when he thinks he's not gonna get a send or he's gonna just get...
This was just beautiful to
Yeah.
watch. Like, Iker is just bringing his mate King into the game, and he's just able to snowball because they were both aware that King is having the powerhouse role. And I'm a little bit I'm a little bit sad, to be honest, that we didn't see the Hades Pegasus Starcaller,
Yeah.
but I think it would have just been too much fun to watch it. So we will
Yeah.
have maybe a little bit more fun even in the next game, because Legion In-House League is always about 2 games against the same opponent, and then next week you're having another opponent for the next game. So I'm really looking forward if there's even more spiciness coming out in game number 2.